It's Pouncer having a little fantasy about jumping this. Just a dream, right? Just a dream. He's a little bit crazy today. I tried to put on his harness. He turned it into this crazy game, as he always does. Oh my god. You're impossible. You're impossible, Pouncer. Oh, what a crazy cat he was today. It's okay. He was just nuts. That little crazy leopard. He's totally capable of just sitting here for the rest of the night and just staring through the fence. But look, he hears and smells things that we don't. And he can see in the dark. He's got Superman vision. I can't believe I'm breathing smoke already. I don't know, man. Time just goes. Time is weird. This is your walk? This is your walk? How come you don't like this at home? All you want to do is play. I take you out. You just want to sit? Crazy cat. Come on, bro. Walk. It's cold. He never listens to me. If he does, it's a coincidence. Yeah, you don't listen. You don't listen. That's okay. That's okay. Cats do whatever they want. Especially this one. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Putting on that harness. That was hell. That was hell, bro. Damn, that was like way deep in Dante's Inferno. Oh, God. I'm not even going to show you my gloves. I wore gloves and it was hard. Because all he wants to do is play. And when you're putting on a harness or anything on any cat, you want their back towards you like it is now. You don't want the opposite. But he knows that. So he lies with his belly up and he's ready to be tickled and kick you and play and laugh. Oh my God, he's a nut. He's a corker. You're a corker. A statue. Alright, we'll just stand here. We'll just stand here and count your spots. 1, 2, 10,001. Can you imagine connecting them? We could probably like make things. Yeah, you're so pretty. Fans are so handsome. How you doing? It's alright. It's alright. Just another human. I know, we're annoying. Bro, this is the whole thing. We're just gonna sit here. What's up, Scott? Goodwill, how you doing? This is Pouncer's walk, supposedly. Citizenships. Pet the cat. Taking commands. Hey, cat. I have to pet you. I have to pet you. Happy. Will you eat it? Jesus. Bunch of weirdos. Freak. Pouncer, there's creeps coming tonight, bro. More creeps. You always get creeps. Then we throw them out. Then it gets better. You're welcome. Citizenship. Pouncer's a citizen. He's got a passport. Thank you, Chris. Oh, not that question. Not that question. There'll be someone here to answer that question because I could answer it and then explain it and all that shit. And then the next person will come and ask the same thing, and then all over again. Get rid of you. Ciao d'Italia. Benissimo. Ciao. Come allez-vous? Pouncer. Can we walk a little bit? You're downloading a cat game. Yeah, who doesn't love kitty? Brandon, how are you? I actually have a friend who's a bobcat. But she's a girl. She has a friend named Robert who I don't know yet. I just seen him on videos. But her name is Millie, but she's very ill. She's really sweet. She just was abused, and they raised her just giving her fried chicken, so she never really grew up properly. She's very small. What's up, Maddie? How you doing tonight? So I don't know what the future has in store for Millie. What's up, Debbie? How are you? This is Pouncer. How you doing, Madison? What's new? Tell us stuff. He's just sitting here. Servial. What up, Jay? Very good. Jay knows. Jay, listen to Jay. Listen to Jay. He's the man. Thank you, Jay, for making me not have to say it. I just can't say. I can't say it. I don't know. I can't say the same thing over and over. It just bores me. You know, after like 5 years, you just get sick of it. He's only one, but his father's older. It's hard to explain. Pull the cat's tail. His tail comes off, bro. I can't do that. It's detachable. You can take it off ring by ring. Don't you see that? Just like the ears. They come off. You got to wash them at night. What are you talking about? Come on. Can't we move a little bit? Damn it. No one does what I want. This is his walk. This is it. You're just going to sit here? After all that. Oh, my God. He looks all washed up. That's me. I'm all washed up. He's just getting started. Cameroon, the Celtic name for one whose nose is bent. Look it up. It's also a shrimp, Cameroon, and a famous flamenco singer. What do you say, bro? Can't we move a little bit? He's just smelling the poop. It's filled with dog poop. Maybe he's just a teddy bear. He's not real. He could be AI. Sir shrimp. My bad. Sir shrimp. Little shrimp, though. A big shrimp is a gamba. Little shrimp are camarones. And in Spain, we eat them in ice cream cones. Raw. Sometimes they do, yes. His father actually once stole from a Japanese restaurant. Got me in trouble. What's up, Ella? Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. He is one. He's just big. He's very, very big. And he's crazy playful. All he wants to do is play. What's up, Yay of the Swagger fight? That's his father's name, Swaggers. How'd you know he's a cheetah? Good for you, man. Cheetah. You ever watch that super show, Cheetahs? Oh man, his claws hurt so much. It's not that the claws are bad, really. They're terrible. I mean, it's cutting them. That's what's hard. Oh my God, Heather. You too. Merry Christmas. You're the first person to tell me Merry Christmas. I was wondering who it's going to be. Merry Christmas, Heather. FDR, 67. Nah, he looks it though. I know. He's more like 37. He looks bigger, but it's hard to explain. He looks heavier than he is, but he feels heavier than he looks, if that makes any sense. Just the way he's distributed. He's so heavy, especially, his name is Pouncer. Especially if, like, you're me, and you had him since he was a baby and he weighed nothing. Because it was like holding a straw, like holding a little teddy bear. And now look at him. He doesn't know he's bigger. He still thinks he's a baby. Pouncer, in Spanish, Saltitos. That's the name of our channel, Pouncer the Cat. It's had other names though, but it used to be Swaggers the Cat. Then after I got bit by a snake, it was called Not Dead Yet. Then I changed it to Pouncer the Cat. Watch the videos. Cameron, you'll see him pouncing all over the place. I just posted 1 million videos. I made a song about him pouncing. It's called Pounce That. Just search Pounce That. You'll laugh. It's fucking genius. It's gonna win awards. You'll see. Definitely getting a grabby. But he's not gonna pounce here. Up on the floor. Yeah. Smack that. What's that? Akon, right? That song's dope. What's up, Darlene? How are you? Thank you, Darlene. Vicky, how you doing? Much love to you too from Alabama, baby. Where about? You in Huntsville, Mobile? Are you in Hartsford or Decatur? I love Alabama. Let's start a Q&A. Good name for a plant. I want to go with Seymour. San Diego. There was a famous Aikido sensei there named Chiba Sensei. He was a freaking killer for real. He would break everyone's arm that went there, so I didn't visit much. Should we bring back sharecropping? Don't get me in trouble. Smith Station, Alabama. I don't know where that is. Okay, what's that near? Give me a town that I would know. Tennessee is beautiful. I just passed through there for the first time a few weeks ago, going to get him. It was beautiful. So much prettier than I would ever have thought. Naya, that's a good name. Florida, Bakersfield. We got people from every country, you'll see. He gets like 20,000 people a night that watch his lives, and he just sits there. I once made Austin. I got good friends in Austin, Becky. I once made a 12-part series on the Messenger. Just don't say my real username. No idea. So I made a 12-part series on a verb that I discovered in Arabic that has to do with the changing of colors. There's 15 types of verbs. I discovered the 16th, and I made 12 videos on it, and it got 11 views. And then he ate a rat, and it got over 1 million. So tell me. Oh, now I know who you are. Yeah. I won't tell them. You had to do something like that. Otherwise, how would I know? The message. Oh, now it all makes sense. Rasulullah, the messenger of God. I mean, it's got a capital M. La ilaha illallah wa Muhammadun Rasulullah. Dead rabbits. Man, you're in the right place. Jesus Christ. That's a good name for him. I got dead rabbits all over my place. Pack. That's cute. Serval cats. I get it. See how the end of his tail is like, the tip is like black? His dad has like a little white thing on it. Farmer Noah, thank you so much, bro. Say thank you to Noah. Thank you again, Noah. Say thank you. Can we do some movement? Say thank you, Noah. Say thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you getting me a mouse. Thank you. Yeah, you got him a mouse. How old was he? He was just a couple of weeks. Poco to pack. Thank you, Farmer. Panther, yes. Haley's Comet. What's up, Edward the Chef? How are you tonight? Yeah, that's just went off my head now. I got. He's still checking. It's not bad. You looking for the comet, bro? Yeah, he's an astronomer. Every science has its pseudoscience, you know. Astronomy has astrology. There's always the pseudoscience. Where to? Let's name her Sandra. I have a good friend named Sandra. I haven't seen in decades. I don't know what happened to her. It's a weird story. I met her in Spain. Thank you, Farmer Noah. Farmer Noah sent you more stuff and more stuff. Say thank you. Say thank you from Pouncer. I'm just going to sit here and stare. Say thank you from Pouncer. Thank you from Pouncer. Don't do it. I got you, man. Thanks so much, Farmer Noah. There, bro. Don't send too much. We appreciate you, though. But don't send too much. So anyway, I was at this amusement park in Spain. Met a girl named Sandra. Much younger than me. She was like a kid. And I don't know what the hell I was. I was in my 20s or something. We became friends. In Spain, that's actually possible. And years and years passed. I watched her grow up. Became friends with her dad and her family. Then she got anorexia. And then things started going bad. And then one day I just stopped hearing from her. God knows I would love to hear from her now. I just don't know what to think, man. Those stories never, they don't end well, man. It's not the first time. No, he's got three. One, see the pink one, the green one, and the black one. Nuclear butter. Bob. It's good. Palindrome name. How you and what's the word steamed indeed. I can't believe how long he's been sitting here. This is new. But yeah, he's capable of sitting here the whole night. And you'll never see his face. It was so bad today. I don't even want to tell you how he woke me up. Because you wouldn't believe me. You'd think I was kidding. But no, man. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Get the fuck out. Dumbass. Look at this guy. Fucking Kenneth Barnes. Doesn't know the story, doesn't know anything, doesn't know me, doesn't know him, knows nothing, and takes a guess. I hate that. When people combine ignorance with confidence. Fucking retard. Yeah. It's alright. People like that piss me off. Wildlife belongs in the wild. But they can't even survive. They can't even live in a natural habitat. You should see it. It's terrible. It's overdeveloped. There's no food left for them. He's got a good freaking life, and he's always happy. That's all that matters. If I took him to Africa, he'd have a heart attack. I mean, the animals there, they're so sparse, and there's just so few of them, servals, and the way they live, man, you have to wait forever just to see one, and they're so skinny. There's just not enough food anymore. It's all been developed by people. Thank you, Golai. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Can we move a little bit, bro? A little bit? You can use your nose over there. I hate standing still. I have a leg injury, and no one believes me, but it hurts more standing still than walking or running or kicking. I don't know why. I guess just when you're walking, one foot's up in the air getting relief, you know? Whereas when they're both down all the time, it sucks. It's a compound fractured femur. Ho. Come on, buddy. Can't we walk a little bit? Can't you walk a little bit? You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy, but can't you walk? How did you get your injury? Motorcycle accident. I had a skydiving accident. Got bit by a snake, mauled by a bear, attacked by a bird. You don't know. I feel like nature owes me one. Where you going? Thank you, David. He's a good boy. I don't know what he's doing. He's also a tall boy. Yeah, accident prone. Come on, good boy. Wow, movement. Yeah, good boy. All right. Show them how big you are. Tell them you're Pouncer. He is a beast. He is. He's gotten so big, man. But he has no idea that he's big. I'm telling you, I know how he thinks. Problem is, he knows how I think, too. Man, he woke me up in the most disgusting way today. It was so disgusting. That was the worst way I ever woke up ever, bro. And I've woken up to some unique Pouncer things. And swagger things, too. Massive. Yeah, some of them get big. He likes dogs, Zuki. He likes cats. He likes animals, you know, I mean, he likes rabbits, but not the way you and I do. If they're smaller than him, well, if they're wild and smaller than him, like a bird or a rabbit or something, it won't go well. But he likes cats because he was raised with cats. He was tiny, right? He was so tiny. Look at the videos, man. He used to go on the little swings. It was funny because he didn't like the swings. He just liked that one swing. They all look the same to me, not to him. That one yellow swing. I used to carry him around in my pocket, stick him in a lunchbox. He was nothing. He was smaller than the regular cats. But they looked at him like, what are you? He was like, what are you? And like, what are you? They just stared at each other for a long time. Remember that? When he first met them, he saw Goldie. She was orange. Thus the name Goldie. Then he met Butler. He was like, well, what are you? Damn, you look totally different. Then Butler, who was a boy, had babies. That was crazy. Sam, Quesada, how are you? Little J. Yeah? Wag that thing. Wag that thing, you big boy. Yeah. Oh, man. Pouncer takes his teddy bear. Yeah, I like his ears too, right? Paper Wayne. Pouncer takes his teddy bear everywhere, right? So you sort of expect it. He walks in, he's carrying his teddy bear, totally normal. No, he ain't fixed. But sometimes he walks in with his teddy bear, puts it in your hand, but it's not a teddy bear, it's a dead rabbit. And so you don't really know. And I'm telling you, in the dark, they look the same. They're like the same size. And it's quite a surprise. Nah, he's a good boy. Now, his father would kill a cat instantly. But he likes dogs, man. It's like a funny thing. We've met a lot of dogs. But like when he was smaller, he was far more scared. He's a cat, bro. And then as he got bigger, he got more curious. And then he started to like stand his ground. Yeah, we're always walking. Every night. And in the day. And the morning too. We do a minimum. Look at his feet. You look like a penguin. You look like Harry Chaplin. He's cool with you. Oh, that's dope, man. That's unusual. Cat sitting. A coon cat. Yeah, it's funny how many people like dogs, aren't into cats, but love these guys. His father's name is Swaggers, and I rescued him in a place called Wambam, in a country called Cameroon in Africa. They were going to kill him, so I traded something for him. And I didn't know what he was, and I found out, and I totally didn't mean to, and now I'm in this whole world of exotic cats. I'm like, how did this happen to me? It changed my whole life. Yeah, then Pouncer showed up in the world. Then Pouncer showed up. He was supposed to be a transmission. He was supposed to be a transmission. His father had babies, 2 girls, and him. And I went there to get the money. You get a stud fee or a kitten. So I was there for the stud fee because I needed a transmission. Then he jumped in my arms and I caught him and he started kissing my face. It was all lovey-dovey. And I was like, damn it. I didn't want to love you, but I did love you. I did. He chose me. So I took him and had to Uber it for a long time. Yeah, we Ubered for a while there. Oh, garbage. Someone's got garbage. He loves that. But his father's a little bit of a psychopath. I love him. And he's got a little bit of swaggers in him. Don't be fooled. He's always sweet, but he's also got, little swaggers in him. I think we all do. And I'm glad he does. But he'll always be my little baby, But these guys, you have to have them from when they're tiny. Otherwise, you're really in for it. You're going to get hurt. Because it's very hard to bond with them. They're unlikely to bond with you after just a couple of months. What's up, Bay? DGIBY Sec Z6. You gotta tell me what that means. Garbage. He loves watching people throw out garbage. You should hear Pouncer at home. He makes some strange sound. He does. And for some reason, he talks to his teddy bear in a different language. I don't know. He thinks his teddy bear speaks a different language, so he just talks like, arr, arr, arr. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, it sounds like you, right? That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like, a silly cat. Everything's a game. He has all sorts of sounds. He's got a sound when he wants to come into the room. He's got a different sound when he wants to go into the bathroom. He's got all these weird sounds when he wants to play, when he wants to eat, when he wants just to see me. Oh, I just barely missed that one. I didn't even notice. You gotta watch out for those. These snipes. Right? That's what that's supposed to look like. Good for you. Paper and nose. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when we're outside, if no one's watching, sometimes I'll take off his leash, but it doesn't matter. He just does the same thing. You know, if we're in an enclosed area. But he does the same thing. He runs around, then he waits for me. Once he realizes he's alone, it's kind of like, it's kind of like the opposite. When he's like all lovey-dovey and you love him and kiss him, and then suddenly he realizes he's a serval, you know? He's got those two sides that pop out. Put the poop in there. Est-ce que vous voudrez quelque chose avec moi ce soir? Hey, this is new. I bet that smells like dog pee-pee. Does that smell like dog pee-pee? He's reading the rules, but he won't follow them. I wrote a song called Pouncer's Rules. I wrote a song about his ears, one about his nose, one about his stripes, one about his tail. I wrote a song about everything. I wrote a million songs about him. In terms of body parts, what I do, your spots, your nose. I did one about his belly, his brain. Yeah, it's called Pouncer's Brain. Pouncer's belly. What else did I do? I don't know. I wrote a song about his teddy bear. Pouncer has a teddy bear. A teddy bear. And he takes it everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, you know. Watch out for that. Sniping. Don't snipe. You guys know what sniping is on TikTok? I just learned that. Wait, so where are you from? Spain. Originally. A small town called Moron. In Sevilla. In Andalusia. In España. Then New York. Where are you from? Can you please give the cat pets for me? I will when I catch up to him. Do you have a lynx? Or are you a fan? Look, this is from a Canadian lynx. Ow! Wait. Mexico. Get over here. Get over here, crazy kitty. Smell good? CRP Diablos. Arr. Look, this is from a lynx. This is from a lynx to you. Canadian lynx says hi to Pouncer. Say hi to Pouncer. Alright, how's that? How's that? Now you say hi to your lynx. From Pouncer. What's up, Ricky? Hey, how are you, Judy? I finally unbanned you. You can use your regular account. I finally did it. And it wasn't me. I don't know why. It suddenly offered me the option to unban you. It just popped up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yep, sold. And now you're on your husband's account. Go figure. Go figure, look what it is, it's Judy. Yay. And no, I haven't got a couch yet. You were on as you the other day. You made a comment. That was an accident. Oops. Oh, it sounded like, Spanish. It's purr. It makes sense to us. It's Spanish purr. You guys ever see that Cat in Shrek by Antonio Banderas? If you want to learn how to curse in Spanish, look up Spanish curse words and put Antonio Banderas. You'll laugh your ass off. Especially if you speak Spanish. You'll die. In my case, it would be a hosta. I love hostas. Especially Blue Angels. Garbage, bro. Garbage. Don't do it. Don't even think it. Yeah, Puss in Boots. That's right. The voice is by Antonio Banderas. Look it up. Banderas. Look it up. Spanish curses with Antonio Banderas. You'll laugh your ass off. Especially if you know, if you understand. It's crazy. Francine. That's dope. Believe it or not, I'm a member of the American Host Association and the Canadian Host Association. Yes, sir. I run a planting club at the school I work at. And the kids, they love it. They all want to plant something. They're all there for that. But the hardcore kids are there all the time to care for them. Because everybody wants to plant something. It's one of those 3 things you're supposed to do. What are they? You're supposed to plant something. What are the 3 things you're supposed to do in life? Have a kid, plant something. What the hell's the other one? Somebody look it up. You're supposed to plant something, have a kid. What's the other one? Name something? I don't know. I just restarted. Yeah, especially Blue Angel hostas. Don't do it. We see you coming, bro. I'm supposed to have a child. I just used my phone. Okay. You're supposed to have a child, plant something, and there's some other thing you're supposed to do in life. I forget what. I hope I did it. Can you imagine Pouncer as a daddy? Could you? Fucker. Boom. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I see you coming. I see you coming. Crazy, crazy kitty. Crazy girl. You're so nuts. Crazy in the brain. Sorry. Yeah, you're so silly. You're such a silly kitty. Doesn't he walk like a girl? He wiggles his toes. Look how he wiggles. Don't walk like a girl. Be a boy. Yeah. There you go. Like a biker, bro. Look how he shakes his ass. Pouncer, you're silly. Chantilly lays has a pretty, yeah. You said hello? I don't see it, damn it. Oh, let me see something. Don't do it. No, I didn't see it. I can't believe that, man. That's so depressing. Hostas do better in the shade, but the darker they are, the better they do. If they have white, they'll die in the sun. If they're blue or dark blue, they do much better in the shade, and they protect other plants, including other hostas. So if you want a white one, just put it under a blue one. You'll see half of it. And the question is, do you want to cut the flowers or keep the flowers? I like to keep them, but a lot of people don't. But definitely the shade. They like it moist and shady. But, again, the bluer they are, don't do it. The bluer they are, the better they'll do in everything. Okay, so you can get out. Weirdo. What's up, Nate? Pouncer, stop fantasizing. In flower. Those are cool. I love them, but they're sensitive to the sun. Don't do it, bro. Got you. I got you smushed like a ball. Hey, I'm a human. I can't. Not. Whenever we get home, by the way, or here, or whatever park we're going to, I just sit there, and he comes onto my lap all by himself and stands there. He just waits to be held. Yeah, he's just a big baby. He just waits to be held the way he always has. Nothing has changed with you. Uh-oh. Sometimes, man, you make me a little nervous, you know? Look how tall he is. Damn, bro. When I look at him in the camera, then I look around the camera, he's so much bigger in real life. I don't know if you guys really can see. But the people who have met him, they always say, yeah, he's much bigger. Try again, let's see what happens. Don't do it. Just stop thinking about it. That actually comes off. Throw out the poop. Let's see what happens, Judy. So what do you guys have? Anybody have any pets? Tell me your pet and tell me your pet's name. Natasha, how are you? I actually met Natasha today. We're good. How about you? He weighs 37 pounds, I think. Or a little bit more. I lost 16 pounds. I weighed myself today. 16 pounds later. And I did it in like 16 days. But I feel better. Starting to feel much better. Oh, I went to the eye doctor and he says, you have a hole in your retina. What the fuck? He's like, yep, you've always had a hole in your retina. Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. He's like, you also have some contusions. He goes, let me guess, you do jujitsu. Yeah, what? How many guys come here? He's like, a lot. I said hello from my phone. No, I didn't see it. You can see it on your husband's phone. That's so weird. I guess it makes sense if you're a hidden user, though. I don't know what the hell, Judy. I thought it was weird that it offered you to me. You know, it just suddenly offered you. And it actually said, it didn't say, do you want to unban or unhide this user? It said, do you want to make this user like a, there's some word, like an important user, something like that. Something like that, like a super fan or something. And I said, yes. And I hit it. And then the name went away. And then I could have sworn I saw your name in a comment. I don't know. Pouncer, do you know? I don't know. It is weird. He really does have a lot more spots than his dad. Swaggers has a lot of stripes. And he's got spots. I mean, they all have more spots than stripes. But sometimes I look at Pouncer, I'm like, damn, you do look like a cheetah. You look like a cheetah, bro. Doesn't he? I mean, even cheetahs have some sort of stripy parts. Moderator. Hell no. No moderator. I have an automatic moderator. I was wondering why it always says it was handled by another moderator. Then I started messing around with the YouTube Studio on the desktop, and I realized that, 3 years ago when I started this channel, I set it to automatic moderator. Don't know what it does exactly, but it handles things. Not that you wouldn't be good. I just don't like having moderators. Not in my chat groups. Not anywhere. Bomba. Boom, boom. You know the song La Bomba? Bomba. That was the Canción de Verano, the song of the summer in Spain. Many years ago. Yeah, it was like 16 summers ago. La Bomba. Weed is a good name. Another Heather in the house. When I was bit by that snake, I had 7 nurses named Heather. Believe it or not. It is a good name for a plant. For a good plant. What's up? You see that pool? Should we take Pouncer swimming in it? I don't mean now, of course it's too cold, but should I take him swimming in that pool? He's been swimming, just not in that pool. I could take her. Elijah, how are you? Eli. Do you ever read do you ever watch the movie, The Book of Eli? It's got Denzel Washington. You should see it. But there's an amazing ending. If you do see it, you have to watch the whole thing. And you won't believe the ending. It'll trip you out. Hello, baby. Cutie, Jenny. All donkeys, Annie is a horse, and much more. Damn, I want your life, Judy. Where you taking me? That was a badass bite, man. That was the worst thing ever. Good boy. Not badass, just bad. It was so bad. There are really no words to describe it. I didn't even know what bad was until that happened. That was bad. I mean, like when everything... there's no words. What do you see? I'm on the pool. I could take him to walk there. Oh, actually, it's probably closed. Oh, you could. We could. We could. His back feet always crack me up. It's like a penguin. Not this. So why'd you change your name, Messenger 517? He was so bad today. He was just so bad. My God, you don't know. I don't want to tell anyone what he did to wake me up because he's just so disgusting. Plus, you wouldn't believe me. But when I tried to put on his harness, oh man, he turned that into a blood sport. To him, it's just a game. But it's so hard to cut his nails lately. Yeah, it's so hard to cut his nails. And when I drug his ass, I give him Benadryl. 10 milligrams is fine. You can do that. I mean, you gotta know what your animal weighs. Don't just give him 10 milligrams. There's a proportion, there's a ratio. But because he's been on this binge of only eating rabbits, like how do you put Benadryl on a rabbit? Like you can't really do it. And he would just catch little bits, and then he would just be sleepy. It wouldn't work right. So lately it's been a pain in the ass. Because he's not eating his birds, he's not eating his grind, he just wants rabbits. He's on this thing. Yeah. I have had some crazy things, man. Snake bite, getting mauled by the bear, skydiving accident, the jiu-jitsu concussion. That one sucked. This guy was holding me in the gym like a suplex. He's got me up in the air and it's supposed to land me on the mat, but he fell. And so he lands on the hard floor. He gets a concussion. I landed over him. I got a really bad concussion because I was flying over him. And I was already concussed. That sucked. Then I got attacked by a bird. It pecked my eye. I know there's Bengal tigers back of the ears. Yeah, I got a friend that had a Bengal that passed away. It was terrible. That's the only problem with animals, man. It's so hard to get over that. To me, losing a cat is so much worse than losing a person. I don't mean to seem cold, but it just does feel worse to me. Because you're there and you're so much more attached than you would be to a person. And the person has flaws, Plus, you were seeing the cat every day and every night. Who do you really see every day and every night? Right? We don't really think about how much they work their way into our lives and hearts until they're gone. But we should. You gotta give your pet a lot of kisses today. Every day. Right, Pouncer loves kisses. He loves kisses, my God. But these guys live forever. I know one that's 36. Because I know that is lying about one of your friends. Oh. So you're trolling a little bit? That's okay. Pouncer trolls. Pouncer trolls is that. Yeah, you do. Don't be so offended. You do. Oh, what a terrible morning he gave me. I don't know if I told you guys, but trying to get to know this area. Hey, Scott, Georgia, I love Georgia, man. It's just that he's not legal there. They're not really legal in Tennessee either. So when you go from Alabama to North or South Carolina, you got this choice of Georgia, where they're completely illegal, and Tennessee, where they're completely illegal. But in Tennessee, wait, maybe in Georgia also. I think they both allow F1 Savannah cats. Don't quote me, but you're really not supposed to go through either one, which is a problem, because how are you supposed to get back? And you got to get a special permit to transport them. It's such a pain in the ass. It really is. Even if you're USDA certified, you got to go through this whole thing, and you go through as guests with the permit. Yeah, you're such a pain in the ass. You're always illegal, you little fugitive. But I've been through there when I was going to get him. Heading towards Alabama when he was there. I had to pick him up. Tennessee and Georgia are beautiful. I can't believe, Georgia, I like Georgia a lot. And Tennessee. I could live in either one, but he wouldn't be legal, so he can't. And like, they're right between the Carolinas and Alabama. But Alabama's wonderfully peaceful. He scratched my nose, I think last night. And the funny thing is, he did that from behind. He does that a lot. I had my back turned. He was running from the bathroom. We're in the bedroom. And he jumped on my back, which he always does. And he likes to cover my eyes, like he's going boo. He didn't mean to. He went to put his... I got to cut his nails. It's such a pain in the ass. And so he got me. But he didn't mean to. I kind of felt bad for him because he felt bad. It doesn't really hurt. I didn't even know it was scratched, so I looked in the mirror. Exactly, Cornelius. He always walks me. Cats just sort of wander. But believe it or not, these guys have to get leash trained. I mean, a lot of them just won't walk on a leash. They go crazy. What happened, bro? Wait, you stuck? You good? I don't give a shit. Oh, look, garbage. It's garbage. He loves to watch the garbage. Oh, look at that. I don't care what they say. Honestly, just don't worry about it. I don't give a shit. What are you going to do? Change their minds? Who cares what they think? That's in their head. Nothing to do with me, you, who cares? Lots of freaks out there. People tell me, just let him go. Just let him go. Like that's a good idea. That's such a terrible thing. He's a cat, bro. I can't believe it's chilly time of year. I cannot believe we're in like the Christmas season. This is like, even though I can't believe we're here, I love Christmas time. Not necessarily Christmas as much anymore, because the family I used to spend it with, they're no longer here. But this time of year, like now, when everything is festive and people are more cheerful, I love it. I really do. But I hate seeing people running out of money buying all sorts of Christmas gifts, only to get the same amount back. There's a motor run like house cats, big time. Pouncer's motor runs when he's on, for some reason, when he's on something soft. It makes him purr like crazy. When I gave him a new bed, he purrs so loud the neighbors can hear it. At least that's what they said. He is huge. Servals don't get this big. He's just this big. And I work with a lot of servals. A Christmas tree. Thank you. But don't, because he'll climb it. It'll be a nightmare. Yeah, it'll be a nightmare. I'll get him like a mini tree or a bush or something he could eat. He's the destructor of things. The destroyer. He's like a Decepticon. He destroys whatever he sees, including me. But he just needs to, in his mind, he has to be wherever I am. I think he's 37 now. And he has to actively participate. That's the rule. He has to actively participate wherever you are, in whichever room. So that includes the bathroom. So he needs to play. If he's in the bathroom, can't have one either. I get it. Can you imagine the fire hazard? So if he's in the kitchen, he wants the sink on. And one thing you can never... What are you doing? Usually he knocks it over. One thing you can never do around Pouncer is wash your hands. He hates that. If you wash your hands, he's going to smack you. Because the reason is he wants to smell your hands. He hates it if you wash your hands. And never flush. He hates that too. First, you got to stick his head into it. Yeah, tell them how crazy you are. I'm telling you, man, he's like up to my knee. Don't do it. Don't think about it. Don't make it, just distract yourself. Don't think about it. Make yourself crazy. Step on it. I love you too. I love you too, baby. He's really very loving. I mean, he's always very loving. When we're indoors. When he's outdoors, every once in a while, he gives you a bump. But he needs to know I'm here. Ever since he was a tiny thing, he always sort of stops and just makes sure. He likes to just know I'm here. But I can't go to any room ever without Pouncer. Ever. Except once in a while when he first gets his rabbit. He likes to spend time with it. But he prefers that I stay with them. Yeah, he was an itty bitty baby. Watch the videos. Look up Baby Pouncer. Or go to TikTok. It's easy. You go to TikTok, you can just scroll down, you know. YouTube, you got to search. What are you? Pouncer the Cat. On Instagram, he's Baby Pouncer. Or Baron Bolo Jeff. He's on Twitter. What are you there? I think he's Pouncer the Cat, probably. He's on Snapchat. I forget our name there. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. He's sniping. And I'm on Facebook. Jeffrey Leibowitz. L-E-I. B like baby. O-W-I-T-Z. Sometimes you can't find me. I don't know why. There are people that search me and I don't pop up. I had one called Jeff Leibowitz, but I closed it. There's just too many messages. I get too many messages, I realize most of us do, but damn. I'm telling you, people in the venomous snake community are out of their fucking minds. They will say the craziest, meanest shit, and then the minute they fight with each other, the first thing they yell is, Jeff. Like, they call me as if nothing happened. I'm like, are you out of your mind? Like, you are calling me for help? Are you kidding me? You just said you wished I were dead. And the worst part is I actually do it. Something's wrong with me. They just don't get along no matter what. You should see how they fuck each other. Sorry to curse, but they do. Yeah. And they call me. Why the hell they call me? And then, like, every hater that has a question suddenly calls me up. What do I do if it does this? How do I get to know this Western Diamondback? How do I get it to chill out? Yeah. I try to be a good person. I don't know what I am, but I don't know what the hell they think, because they hate me, but then they need me, suddenly they love me. Where can I get this? Where can I get that? Like, do you not remember you're supposed to hate me? The best person I know is Pouncer. He's got the sweetest soul. He's such a good boy. But he snipes. Those little drive-bys. He's a pee-pee head. It's amazing he gets so much pee out of so little water. He's marking his territory. No, he's not. Yep, that's his poop spot. Alright, you're in for a treat. Pouncer's gonna poop and I gotta clean it. Oh, his poop was interrupted by a bird. Oh, that's different. Roma, thank you so much for Pouncer's treat. We appreciate you, Roma. Thank you so much. Hey, Roma sent you a gift. Say thank you on Pouncer. Alright, the poop is, well, I hate to dedicate a poop to you. Don't poop on the leash. No. Okay, poop. Go ahead, do your thing. We love having you here. Thank you so much, Roma. 35,195. That's very good of you, nice of you, kind of you, appreciate you. Pouncer says thank you. That is almost amount. Don't put it in the poop, bro. Damn it. Now you gotta clean it. You're the one that likes this thing. Alright. You're a poopy cat. Poopy cat. Poopy kitty, itty bitty pretty kitty. He is witty from the city on the committee for Big Titty. He's Pouncer the kitty cat. Boop, boop. What can I tell you? I have so many harnesses. I really should put on that really pretty maroon one. Because this one, man, he knows exactly how it goes on. He turns it into this long-ass bloody game. Oh, I can't wait to cut his nails. I gotta just, look. I got little chicks coming in the mail. When they come, I'm sticking the Jennings drill in the chicks. You're getting your nails cut, and that's that. You think if I cover his ears from behind, he'll be blind? You think those things are functional? Who knows? Did you know that serval cats, he likes to do this to me. So I guess we'll get the poop on the next trip around. Serval cats, their spots correspond to different star constellations. It's a fact. And when NASA plots trajectories to outer space, they use serval cats. And the moon landing, for that one, they use the serval cat from Australia. It's true. I don't know if you remember Skippy. Look it up, you'll see. You wouldn't think, but it's true. There's things we can't explain, like the way the continents fit together. They were once one. That's why we have convergent evolution. Sort of the same thing. I guess we had stars and servals. Come here, bro. I gotta clean your poop. You should clean your poop. Now, how do we find your poop? Don't yell. No cursing. No cursing. I'm not taking you yet. Just want to go back home. What's that? Where did you poop, bro? Oh yeah, he switched spots. Pouncer poop. There it is. Yeah, it's Pouncer's poop. I know. He does this because he doesn't want to go inside. Yeah, I know you. Don't worry, I brought gloves. Ew. Yuck. Yeah, poop is so disgusting. Disgusting poop. Come on. Come here a little bit closer. Kidding me? All right. Poop is scooped. Your poop has been scooped. I'm not staying here all night. I'm telling you right now. I want you to face facts, huh? You think we're staying here all night. You could think that if you want. It's delusional. You see, he knows that pretty much an hour has passed. He's got this crazy clock in him. Every day he wakes up at 2:21 a.m. to play for an hour. Then he goes back to sleep at 3:21 a.m. Then he wakes up at 5:11 a.m. every day. And you got to play again. And that's when I take him out for his first round of parking. Yeah. I bet he'd be good at Parker, huh? Can you imagine? Not that I ever let him do that shit. Why do people do that? Just jumping from building to building, risking everything for a jump? That I don't get. Doing something for the sake of lethality, just for the danger? No. For some reason, ever since I got bit by a snake, when I see that, I get a little angry. You know, like, appreciate your life. Because, damn, it's a fragile thing. Right, Pouncy? Right, Pouncer? He's my best boy. Oh, here we go. Why is it always this way? Ritualistic maniac. He's got OCD. My husband said, how do you donate? To what? Is that a lynx or a cheetah? Cheetah. It's a golden retriever. Did you see Marley and Me? That was the saddest movie ever. Listen to The Messenger. He's got hair the color of Trump's, doesn't he? Just noticed that about you. Where's a good boy? Hey, Laura, how are you? Laura Moosey. I had a kid in my class, Rob Moosey. Great baseball player. It's funny because they're in your high school class, and then one day later, oh, don't worry about it. One day later, they're 30 with kids, and to see them on Facebook and hitting you up. I'm like, damn, how does that happen? See, when you get older, time passes faster. Just think about it when you're, and it makes perfect sense. When you're 2, just for example, you know, that when you went from 1 to 2, that was 50% of your life. It takes forever. But if you're 50 and you're getting another 1 year, that's 1/50th of your life. So it goes much faster. Austin, what's up? John's a good name. When I see John without an H, I assume it's Jonathan, right? We used to get all these people from Indonesia. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe it's the time difference because we switched time. I should put up our earlier walks more. Yeah, they don't know how much you go out. Well, they know. I haven't posted lives of them in a while. We went to a lake today. He wore his jacket. It was beautiful. Ricky hit the $sign at the bottom for donations. Thanks, everyone. Ricky is Judy. Ricky Rutherford is Judy Rutherford, our very dear friend who we love very much. Yeah, he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. And ow! Almost got me, fucker. You gotta be quick. Hey, Ralph. Ralph DeCiccio. How are you tonight? Sorry if I mispronounced that. Are you related to Ralph Macchio? Hey, old Pouncer. He's funny the way he needs to know I'm here. He's very needy. You don't know how needy he is. My God. If I just do something crazy, like take a shower without him, oh, he goes nuts. He protests. He makes these crazy sounds. You'd think he'd be picketing. Yeah, he can't stand being alone. I left him, I closed him out, I locked him out of the bathroom for your undercover. I left him out of the bedroom, for 1 minute. He couldn't do it. He couldn't take it. He was crying and screaming and doing and hitting the door. Yeah, 1 minute, you couldn't do it. You couldn't make the minute. I had to let him in. It was breaking my heart. Yeah, you have to learn a little bit of independence. You need some self-sufficiency, huh? What if I kick the bucket, bro? You never know. His back legs always crack me up. Little penguin legs. And when he lies down there, kangaroo legs. Hector's a good name. That's a good name. How are you, Gel? Oh, Putin. Did you see when Hector fought Achilles in the movie Troy? That was maybe the best fight scene ever. No, Gladiator has some good fight scenes. Well, then there's Rocky. But in terms of Roman and Greek stuff, those are pretty good. Troy was good. Did you know, of course, Achilles got killed by Hector, if you ever read Homer, which is an irony in itself. But you're a good boy. But did you know, he shoots him in the Achilles heel. Thus the name. But when they were making that movie, Brad Pitt, believe it or not, they were filming in Mexico, and he hurt his Achilles heel and had to stop filming. Yeah, you know who she is. Pouncer's a 1-year-old male serval cat. Who else would be doing that? Except maybe Pouncer himself. You've been here for more than an hour, crazy cat. You spent a long part of it just sitting there staring at the fence, just staring blankly into space. In Spanish, that's called Mirandas Musarañas. Cat. Damn, you're insightful. Are you a vet? But hey, everyone, I gotta get these dogs outside. All right, messenger. Have a nice night. Don't fight with people about me. I honestly don't give a shit. Honestly. Swear to you. Don't worry about it. Who cares? Don't waste time on nonsense. There are things that matter to you. And you should be playing bass. See you later. Judy, have a nice night. Pouncer, wag your tail and say goodbye. Don't do it. Say goodbye. Say bye-bye. He says goodbye. But he sure likes to sniff, doesn't he? Then again, I shouldn't talk. But I'm going to an ENT finally, because I haven't had a sense of smell in like 15 years, or taste. And I miss tasting my food, For some reason, especially candy corn. I have like 0.001% taste. It's just terrible, because you have tapioca pudding or cheesecake, and you're like, I'm waiting for you, and it never comes. Sorry, bro. It's just terrible. Oh, you were talking to Messenger. My bad. Ugh. But nurse practitioner and a doctor said you have polyps in your nose. Like, all right. Problem with that is I cut them out and they can roll it back. But whatever, I get some smell back. And went to this doctor the day before yesterday or something. And he says, this doctor was so dope, man. He has a doctorate in medicine, not an MD. He teaches MDs. And he's got other stuff. The guy's amazing. He's brilliant. Very young. And he's like, nope, no polish. I'm like, so what the hell? Why can't I smell? Hey, bro, don't you see the problem with that? So I like him. When you get old, you need to have a good doctor. And I lucked out, man. I had no idea who he was. And he sends me all these messages, and he likes to know what's up. He loves Pouncer. All of my doctors love Pouncer. The other doctor in South Carolina, he said the best thing you ever did, cocaine drip. He said the best thing you ever did, I never did that yet, is get Pouncer, the healthiest thing. They always ask me, do you drink? I say not yet. Do you smoke? Not yet. Any recreational drugs? Not yet. I need to add that yet. Because, man, I understand. I'm not saying it's good, but I can understand the need to relieve tension, and I do rigorous exercise at jiu-jitsu, and I write songs, and I find that works for me. But I do understand, like when he was gone, if I didn't have those outlets, I really would have lost my shit. And then you fall into that terribly negative abyss, that negative outlet, and then you probably die. I've lost such good friends to drugs. There was a couple, Gina and Kyle, and they were so nice. They were my students at jiu-jitsu and my friends from just the reptile world. And then, they were such good people. They helped me so much. And when I had a fire, they took my tortoises and they took care of them. They were such nice people. Good people get addicted. Bad people, everybody, anyone could. And then one day he just died. And she just sent me a message with 2 words saying Kyle died. And she had terrible issues with schizophrenia, but she battled through it, But she also was taking drugs, and they were off it when they were doing jiu-jitsu. I've always felt bad about that. Bro, wait for me. So then one day she just died. Don't do it. Okay, good. And so they're both gone. I can't believe it. It feels like yesterday we were just hanging out, For real. And I have such vivid memories and good memories of them. They were such good people. He was a manager, like a foreman. Not a manager, like a foreman at a construction place. And he worked hard. Thanks, Trish. But I feel like I was good to them. They asked me if they could live with me, which I know sounds funny. And they offered me $3,000 a month. They wanted to pay me that. I said, I can't take that much. That's crazy. I can't take anything. But then they didn't come. At the time, I was just in a trailer. And, fucker. And I always felt bad about that. Who knows what would have happened if they did come. Training was the only thing that helped them. I guess it doesn't matter now, but that was terrible. And it happened. She died when I was in the hospital for the snake bite. The other terrible thing, when I was in the hospital, Dingle Dinkelman, he was a very beloved person in the reptile world. He was wonderful with venomous snakes. Just a good person into conservation. Big family man. Just a nice guy. Really funny, personable, charismatic. And he was South African, and he got bit by a mamba, an eastern green mamba. And I was in the hospital, and I kept thinking, wouldn't it be nice when we were both all better and we could just laugh about this shit, And he went into a coma. He was allergic to venom. Gary's a good name. What's up, Mark? He was allergic to snake venom. He was once bit by a black mamba, barely made out of that. But, it weakened his system. His allergies got worse. And he got bitten by that eastern green mamba. And unfortunately passed away. It was terrible. I don't know what happened to his snakes. I asked Chandler. He doesn't know either. But, it's like he doesn't want to ask because, he feels bad that it could be like misconstrued, that he's like just trying to get the snakes. He's a good person. He doesn't want to come off that way. But I do wonder what happened to them. And it's certainly not the mamba's fault. They just get scared. They're twitchy. Usually. I had a black mamba named Gus. For 16 years, since he was a baby, he was the sweetest thing. It's almost a story I'm afraid to tell people, because when they see the videos, which I rarely post, I still look at them all the time. I miss them. People think, oh, I'll get one, but they're not like that. He kind of like Pouncer, not many servals are like this. I don't know any that are like this. Even when people do get them as babies. And Gus was something, man. Because for a black mamba to be that chill and just lie on you, no name, an anonymous plant. How we do it on phone charge? Well, it's sort of okay. I'm not good at loss. I'm not good at losing people. And I'm certainly not good at losing animals. But Gus was the dopest snake, man. You wouldn't believe he was a black mamba. It was just like, I don't know, it was like a puppy. It was the weirdest thing. He was just an aberration. And it wasn't because of me. I loved him, and I did have him since he was a baby, but that wasn't why. It was just his nature. But I'm glad that I had, the experience with him, and that I have the memory. He was a good snake. I always think about him. But I never got another one. I had other mambas. I had some really cool Western green mambas. They're pretty nuts, but if you work with them, they could be as chill as any other snake. But Gus was something different, he was really, this is new. Don't do that. Why do you have to take me around this freaking bench? You're back. Hey, we missed you. But what a cool snake, man. I've had so many animals in my life, and I miss them all. I think about every one. When I was in grad school, I had 3 ferrets, and they were so stinking cute. And I had this class in Persian. Now, Persian is it's not a Semitic language like Arabic or Hebrew. It's an Indo-European language because it has the verb to be. So, anyway, it's similar to Urdu, which they speak in Pakistan. They speak Persian in Iran, variants of it in Afghanistan, like Dari is Persian. And in Tajikistan, where I lived, they speak Tajiki Persian. But for some reason, well, I know why. The people in Pakistan wake up very early because they have a morning prayer called Fajr, which is so early in the morning. I don't know how they do it. So they decided, the class is supposed to be at 8:30. They decided to change on the first day. Every year they change it to 5 a.m. Fucking 5 a.m. I mean, you gotta be up at least at 4 a.m., right? And I would wake up, and it was cold for some reason. That's a cool name. And I would look at those damn ferrets, and they would be so deeply asleep, intertwined with each other. I was so jealous of them every day. All right, Judy, have a nice night. Every day, I was like, you little fuckers. I gotta go do all this shit. That was a pain in the ass dissertation, because if you're doing a dissertation for a PhD or something like that, and you're using languages like, so you have Persian and Arabic and other languages, who's supposed to read it? Like, who's supposed to understand them all? So you have to have different people. And so I was comparing these 2 guys, one from Egypt, Muhammad Abdu, and this Iranian guy, Jamal Abdin Afghani, and they created something called the Salafiyya movement. But, one's Persian, one's an Arab, and so no one spoke both languages. So I had to have all these different advisors, because then there were other languages they didn't speak. And so, they kept saying, if it's okay with her, it's okay. My advisors are always women. If it's okay with her, it's okay with me. And I was like, no, I want to know. Like, be critical. Tell me the truth, But I got through it. I had to get people from other universities. I didn't want it the easy way. I wanted it the real way. Things were different. You should see, when I read the catalogs today about the schools I went to, you can't imagine what they say. Like the dissertation, your PhD, it's like a book. Mine was 700 pages. It's optional now. How the fuck could it be optional? How could it be optional? How could you get a PhD without a dissertation? That's crazy. Then they have this stupid thing in EDD, which people get who like teach education as if it's a content class. Education is not a content class. Like if you do Spanish education, Spanish is content. Education is just utter bullshit, you know. But they have an EDD, which is a type of doctoral degree, but they don't have to do a thesis. What the hell is that? It's nuts. What's up, Effer? Pouncer is 37 pounds ish, give or take a little bit. Don't you get tired, bro? It's like each spot is an energy cell. He's bionic. I bet you guys don't remember the bionic man. I miss the shows I used to watch as a kid, like the Dukes of Hazzard and Starsky and Hutch, and Gilligan's Island, Marcus Welby, MD. You see, believe it or not, there were movies that didn't just rely on special effects. Sorry, bro. You know, they were like, take the Titanic. That was like the last one that didn't really use special effects. Like they built that thing, you know, and look how good it came out. But today, like even the movie 300, it's all special effects. It was cool, but all special effects. Same with the Matrix. I like the Matrix, but as they went on, it just got to be kitty or cheetah. I think cheetahs are kitties, no? It's a cheetah. As they went on, they got more and more dependent on special effects, which is why Keanu Reeves gave like tens of millions of dollars to the special effects guys. He's a good guy, isn't he? You ever see Keanu Reeves like just sitting in the street eating with homeless people, or on the subway giving up his chair to an elderly woman? He's just a good dude. Pouncer is a boy and he's one, Greg. And he's so big. I can't believe how big you are. Every day you grow. I love you too. I love you too. Piss, piss. He loves to pee-pee me. Yeah, you do. That's one of the things. Yeah, I just did. For some reason, sometimes when I pet him, when he bumps into me, the phone goes out. I guess I'm holding it too horizontal. But yeah, he loves to be pet and kissed. That's his favorite thing. That's what he lives for. But when he's outside, he's different. You know, he needs to sniff. Thanks, Greg. I hope that's your name, Greg Gardy. Sorry if it's not. Does it bite? Hey, no, it. He's a boy. He's Pouncer. He's a good boy. Of course he doesn't bite. He's a good one. He's such a sweetheart. Now, his father bites. But his father doesn't mean to hurt you. He just bites you in the ass to wake up so that you play with him. Yeah. Impulse control, bro. Impulse control. Remember we talked about prudence? Prudence, huh? You're a good boy. Mona. That's Spanish for monkey. If you call someone Mona in Spain, it's a compliment. If you call a girl a Mona, meaning you're calling her a monkey, it means she's cute. It's like the best word for cute, which must sound funny to you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Quick Spanish lesson. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm a Spanish teacher. But I love all foreign languages. I lived in many countries learning foreign languages. I think it's a good idea if you go to a foreign country, you know, learn about the culture, stay for a few months if you can. And thank you for that. And learn the language before you go. It's so much more fun. Like if you go to Spain and you know the language, he tries to drive by, then you can dance. You can learn flamenco and sevillanas. Otherwise, you're going to just see all the touristy junk. You might as well take a cruise. That stuff's not real. I know a woman that went to Egypt. She took a cruise. She had a nice time, but that was what she was into. You know, she didn't want to know the people. I do. Where y'all at right now? Dog park. This is dog park. Why is it 2 leashes? No, there's 3. That's so he doesn't get away. They connect to him on his collar and his harness, which to him is just a game. And then this one is so you could have, here, look, I'll show you. So you could have space. It's not like walking a dog. You have to be much more careful and way more agile. But, not that Pouncer wants to get away. He doesn't want to be alone, but he's totally capable of jumping the fence and then getting lonely. Then what do? Then it becomes a game of hide and seek, and you don't know the trouble that's gotten us into. Never again. What's up, Igor? What Penemaitsa Paruski? Yeah, Moscow was a whole nother trip, man. I used to sometimes fight with my teachers, though, in college. Sometimes they just didn't get it. But there was one guy who did, Nadav Safran. He was born in Egypt, but raised in Israel. He was a fascinating guy. And we became good friends because he got involved in this crazy controversy. He wrote a book called Saudi Arabia, The Ceaseless Quest for Security. And it turned out to be funded by the CIA. He needs a lot of activity. And he did tell the university, but everyone came out against him, saying that he was writing the book, according to what the CIA, as per their standard, which was a total lie. They just didn't know how arrogant he was. He never would have yielded to anyone's opinion. They paid him, yeah, of course he's legal. They paid him to teach them about Saudi Arabia. And he had a conference that was sponsored by the CIA. It became a whole controversy, and he really fell from favor. They got rid of him as the chair of Middle Eastern Studies, and he stayed on as a professor of government. He was a Murray Albertson professor of government. And we became friends because everyone else started to not like him. But I did. And so I had him all to myself. And he was like the second most brilliant man at that place after, John Rawls, of course. John Rawls wrote a book called The Theory of Justice. That book changed everything. You think about justice and you think about Plato's Republic. Oh, no. Most scholars, if they write an academic book, it's read by like 20 experts and, maybe a few hundred if they're famous. Like if Quine write a book about logic, it almost had 1,000, right? That's it. This book sold millions and millions. This book became the subject of tens of millions of articles. It changed everything. It's the most important book since the Bible. Yeah, he's very cuddly. And, it changed everything. It sort of obliterated the Republic. And so he wrote that when he was doing his own PhD, and he just kept it going. But in person, he didn't come off that smart. He didn't come off that way. He was like a regular teacher. But he was much more than that, when he was sitting down and writing. The problem is that those schools like Harvard, they emphasize the research of the professors more than their teaching. So often, as is the case in so many schools, they'll have like a grad student teaching for them while they're out writing books, which is bullshit. So I have a little side business now where I write articles for university professors so they can teach. And I don't feel bad about it one bit, because it helps them to spend more time with the kids. And who cares, really, who gives a shit? You're paying all this money for tuition, or the government is, or some company is, and you have the right to have your professors there, I feel. So I didn't start it just for money. Don't get me wrong, I want their money. But it's something that I enjoy, and no, I have his dad too. I know my stories are a little boring to people, but it's all I know. And for decades now, I've been a reporter for the New York Times. You can look me up, put in Jeff Leibowitz, the New York Times. Put in Jeff Leibowitz, the New York Times, and then put in something like a martial art makes Western friends, or put in a helping hand of time of need. And you'll see a bunch of articles pop up. And I once did a story about a bird called a piping plover. And they were very endangered, as they still are. And yeah, he's got his dad. And so, normally you want to get a picture, so you can't take the picture. You have to go with the photographer. And there was a guy named Rick Berman who was a photo editor. And so you call him, and he sends a photographer. So they sent this woman, and I waited with her. Doing the story, like, to me, is easy. Writing news articles is formulaic. But getting the picture, believe it or not, can be hard. It's like, how do you get the damn thing to show up if they're endangered? And they were doing dredging, and the dredging imperiled the birds. So, it was running over their eggs and shit. So it became a whole controversy, a big controversy. And so I wanted the picture, the front page story. And so I was sitting there for 11 hours. We didn't have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Just me and this woman just sitting there, just waiting in silence to not scare it away. And I said, fuck it. I got to go. I'm starving. It's enough. Just fuck it. No picture. I don't care anymore. Because you get cranky. And then I said, wait. And right there, this little bird landed right in front of us as I was standing up. I said, wait, like I'm whispering, take the picture, take the picture. And the bird started to fly away. And I didn't know if she took the picture or not. I didn't know. She didn't know. And then, like 2 days later, I think, because it was running in the weekend Long Island section and the Metro section. 2 days later, I hear she got the best picture ever, and it was the bird taking off. You could see it. It's called, put in Jeff Leibowitz, the New York Times, Dredging Imperils Endangered Bird. That was the coolest thing. That picture, man, was more rewarding than the story. It was fun. Ups. So after covering all, feature stories and municipal disputes and crime for the Times Metro section, education section, Long Island section, I wanted to cover the Middle East. And that was why I went to Harvard and started studying Arabic and Persian and all that. L-E-I, B like boy, O-W-I-T-Z. And I wanted to cover the Middle East. But then as I got more and more into the languages, I said, you know what, man? I like this. So I became a foreign language teacher, but I still write articles. But now that I'm in the South, there's not as much. You're making me dizzy, bro. I was actually covering an article when I found his dad in Cameroon, Africa. It's such a boring story. Hello, Pouncer, I love you. And now I'm like an old cat man. I'm cat man. Is that a caracal? Yes. I'm getting stuffy. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it's cold, man. It feels like yesterday we were playing in the sun. But then again, he was gone from July 7th until October 17th. Mary Jane is a nice name. Now, I never knew someone would name something after their ex. That's kind of nice of you. I had an ex. Well, I had a girlfriend who became my ex. I was in Spain, and I came home. We had this cute little place on the beach. And there she is in plain action. I couldn't believe my eyes. And so I was like, thank God. Because we were engaged. And my first instinct was, thank God. Because we could have had kids, She's wearing a $3,000 engagement ring. I'm like, give me that shit back, Then like an idiot, I took it and I threw it over a bridge. Because I was mad. But I was also relieved. There's a strange mix of emotions. Anyway, 20 years passed, and for some reason we became... No, not from the Emirates. I've been there, though. He's talking about the United Arab Emirates. So, 20 years passed, and somehow we start being friends again. I don't know how. And now I tutor her children in math. Go figure. The way shit works out. And now she lives in Georgia. And that's a reason not to visit. But she has a weird husband, to use her word. He is a little bit weird, I gotta say. He is a little bit weird. Beautiful children, though. She's Peruvian. She's from a little beach town called Huacho. So, that was that. Then I had this Panamanian girlfriend. She was cool. And she stayed with me at a lot of grad school. And I went to Panama with her. What's up, Jackie? And it was beautiful. The thing with Panama is you can swim in the Atlantic, then go swim in the Pacific. It's beautiful. And there's a McDonald's by the Pacific that has two tanks. One has fish from the Atlantic, one has fish from the Pacific. And you can see how different they are. It's just amazing. And the water feels different. Especially if you're a surfer, you could feel the difference. And there's this snake, there's a sea snake from the Pacific that won't go to the Atlantic. And you'll see them in the Panama Canal from Spain originally. And then they won't go through to the Atlantic. They just refuse to live there. Yellow-bellied sea snake. Weird, right? But they're fascinating. I don't want to go in there, bro. How am I supposed to do that? Not again. Not again. Indiana. What do you call someone from Indiana? Indian? Indianese? What do you call that? I'm from the East Coast. There's a broad answer. Come here, bro. Pouncer. Yeah, some dog peed in there, didn't he? That's how they leave news to each other. To him, this is CNN. Yeah, the Messenger 517 is a good friend of ours. She's been here for a long time, since Pouncer was a little tiny baby. And she informs people what kind of cat he is, because I just can't stand the question anymore. Because it's just, I'm asked that question so often. I don't mean to be nasty, but I just can't take it. Pouncer, I'm getting tired. I'm getting low on charge here. Been here for an hour and a half. You're going to kill me. You should have seen his jumping today. Holy shit. I throw his little toy fish. He's got all these fancy toys. You know, I got him a horse whip. And I connected a cat toy to a little mariachi thing that's a cat toy. He liked it for an hour, but he just wants his fish. I gave him my Christmas tree. Yay, that's a fun time. What's a shitty time is when you got to take it down and throw it out. I hate that. You know, I hate a lot of stupid things. I have my strange quirks. I hate when it's Thanksgiving and people have like a picture of a turkey up and they don't take it down for some reason. I hate that. And I find it very sad taking down Christmas lights and putting away Christmas things. I hate that. I used to have this great aunt, and she would give me one kiss a year on Christmas, and it always electrocuted me. I was so scared of her. She was like 200 years old. Which is weird, because my mother's family, they live forever. My father's family usually drop like flies, you know. But my grandmother was 106, her sister was 107. They're actually doing a study on them. Caracals are amazing. He's not a caracal. But they're cute. Hey, I created a caracal cat. Believe it or not. I was just kidding around. And I created a caracal cat. And I gave him a name. I don't even want to tell you his name, but... And then I didn't expect it to get so many views. It got millions and millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes and comments and things. And I felt so guilty because it wasn't real. I didn't want people to think Pouncer and Swaggers aren't real. So I told them. Even when I told them, they still kept watching it. They still are. I hate regular cats. This cat is badass. I love cats. You only hate cats because you never had one, right? Tell the truth, you never had a cat. If you had a cat, you loved them. It's not possible to have a cat and not love them. You think they're independent, crazy cats. I know. They're much more than that. He likes to look at this guy. We have to smoke outside, so he's just chilling. Every time I see this fire hydrant, it sort of cracks me up. Isn't Pouncer funny the way he likes to watch people doing things? If they're not doing anything, he doesn't like it so much. He gets scared. But he loves when I throw out garbage or play golf or frisbee or softball or cross country. He loves that. He loves disc golf a lot. He's got tremendous interest in that. I'll just sit there and watch them. And he thinks they don't see him. You know, he thinks he's invisible, but the ears give him away. And so when they throw the frisbee, I don't know what they call it. They throw the frisbee into these little nets, these little canastas, and they're not that good. When they don't make it, he hisses at them. And when they're doing it, he sticks his head out. He's fascinated to see what happens. And when they make it, he wags his tail. It's so funny. Yeah, he's pretty dedicated to it. He hates grape juice. Pouncer, if he hates it, well, Swaggers, if he hates anything, it's air vents. Swaggers hates air vents. He beats the shit out of them. Pouncer hates grape juice. Never drink grape juice in front of him. He'll just smack the bottle out of your hand. And then when it lands and opens and spills, he'll keep smacking it. He hates grape juice. And it doesn't matter what brand it is. He started with Welch's, so I went to the No Frills brand and hated that just as much. And like pretty much all of your pets, he needs to know exactly what you're eating. He asks, let me stick my nose in it, I gotta see. He doesn't usually share my food, but every once in a while a McNugget winds up in his belly. The only food he really has shared with me is chicken salad. But he only likes it from this one gas station. And that's in South Carolina. We don't go there as much anymore. And we certainly don't go to Florence anymore. It's a terrible place. Hey, old Pouncer. When you do a YouTube live, it takes forever to upload. And not just because it's long. It just takes forever. And so it could take like 2 days. But now, just in the last 3 days, I've been uploading faster. And they got this thing where it'll show. The YouTube algorithm is fascinating. It'll actually, the algorithm will pick a highlight. And it knows what was the interesting part. So if we're here and Pouncer jumps or something, it knows. And then, get this. There's something called vid IQ. If you're into YouTube, you should get that. And it also has this AI. And man, it creates titles for you. It watches the videos and comes up with titles. It's just fascinating. And then it gives you text. How does it do that? How does it watch it in 1 second? And it creates thumbnails, which I've been getting into. You might have noticed. Just if you put Serval Cat chases teddy bear, in 1 second you have a Serval Cat chasing a teddy bear. How does it do that? It's just crazy. I feel bad for normal artists. How do you compete with that? And now there's AI that can do comedy. That's scary. When it can understand irony, that's kind of scary. AI is, I say that an employer should just send a letter to the technology company saying, listen, I'm sorry, but I put people first and I'm going to hire people, not use AI. And that would be that. Unfortunately, there's always one guy that won't do that. So there you go. And that's how we lost pensions. One guy decided to outsource, and now that's all they do. He was so bad this morning. Bro, you're going to give me nightmares. I always have dreams of Pouncer. In fact, I would say in all of my dreams, Pouncer is there. He just comes with me in the day when I'm sleeping. He's always with me. He's like my other half. Is anybody there? Oh, it's frozen, I think. That's okay. I talk to him anyway. Right, buddy? Daddy talks to you all the time. I'm going to scoop you up. I'm telling you now, I'm going to scoop you up. What do you think of that? You're there. Okay, you guys got quiet. I wish there were a way for me to come up with the question. YouTube does that too. And the questions are pretty good. Except for today's. But it's too bad you can't. It's it can do all that stuff, but it doesn't let you write a question. Should Pouncer have a girlfriend, for example? Should Pouncer get a girlfriend? I always ask that. Watch out for the pee-pee. It's funny I didn't lose weight before walking you everywhere. But then when he was taken away, I was in this deep, dark place. And that's when I gained a lot of weight. Then when I got him back, he's like, I'm going to get your ass back in shape. And he wasn't kidding about it. And he's so happy all the time now. He's Mr. Happy Happy. Happy Happy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. I got you. I got you. You're going home here. Don't yell at Daddy. And don't cry because you're a big boy. You're going to open the gate. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Don't cry. One more gate. One more gate. Be a good boy. Good boy. You can do it. What a good baby. Alright. And then you get to go in your car. Love your car. You feel cold more. How are you not cold? Bro, how do you do it? You're a good boy. You had fun, right? I tell you had a nice time. All right. You were a very good boy, Pouncer. All right. Now he's going to take a bath. If he don't, Pouncer, that's exactly right. So I got to just scoop his ass up out of nowhere. I don't even know when I'm going to do it. It's just like when I'm in a good position and his back is up and he won't start playing with me like I'm tickling his belly. Now he's going to take a bath. When we get home, he's going to eat some more of his rabbit. And we're going to have jumping practice. And then we come back to the other park. We might be on TikTok later for his running practice. Shit, I forgot to get you a tunnel. He is far smarter than I am. Believe me. You know, and he knows me so well. He knows what I'm going to do before I do it. But me too. Although sometimes he jumps on me out of nowhere, I got to admit. Like when I'm sleeping. And sometimes he'll jump onto very sensitive parts of your body out of nowhere. He doesn't really get that. But he'll always bring you his teddy bear or his rabbit because Pouncer loves to share because he's a good boy. So I tell you what is it? 8:17. How long have we been here? An hour and 41 minutes. Well, excuse me. As I die, you got stuck. Okay, I'm okay. He loves you too, Heather. Mary Jane's been playing. I understand. So I tell you what, we're gonna go. I'm gonna take him home. I'm a little hungry, to be honest. He's got to work on his rabbit. Mine jump on me all the time. Not always feeling good. I know they do that, but it's nice. And when it doesn't happen, you miss it. So anyway, I love you guys. Pouncer loves you. Look at that. Look at that. Look how cute. How could you be so damn cute? I'm gonna post a few videos of him that I took before. He's nuts. And remember, if you ever said you don't need to be. You don't need to ever be sad. You know, 2 or 3 guys up all the time. Yeah, that's wonderful. It is. I mean that. Because if you're sad, you have to just remember one thing. Pouncer would give anything in the world to play with you. Anything. So do something kind for an animal today. Pouncer would appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. Have a nice night. And we will hopefully see you soon. Thank you.